Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for the Banner Saga. Just finished up, resting up a little bit to get everybody healed up, and we're about to depart this little camp. It's not really got a name or anything like that. It's just a camp that we found along the way. Everybody's healed up. Unfortunately, we don't have enough renown for any promotions or anything. That's really actually kind of sad. I wish we did, but we keep having to spend our stuff on supplies. We just have not had enough supplies for anything. Got 6 days now, so it's a little bit, but something tells me that that's going to run out before we reach our destination as well. We're definitely low on fighters. We're low on Varl because we've lost a few because of the supply issues, but I mean, there's just nothing we can do about it. Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies, the concerned woman tells you. Counted these myself yesterday. No mistake. This keeps up, we'll all be starving before long. Ask clansmen if they see anything suspicious. Notice anything unusual around the wagons, you ask several groups in the caravan. To a man, they shake their heads. Though they ask no questions, you can tell concern is spreading throughout. Great. More morale decline. Why can't everybody just be trustworthy? An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. You lost, you ask. He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, no, are you? He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. Well, I've seen better, the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, but I'll join you. He stands next to a fighter, throwing his beard over his shoulder and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins and the stranger excels, asking, what are we waiting for? Lead the way. Who are you? What are you doing out here? Call me Unar, or anything else you like, the old man says. A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he? His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. Alright, I guess you're welcome to join. Keep pace, the old man puffs through his mustache. No fleeter than old Unar. And husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver. The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. Okay. Good for you. The imposing godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These should be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Guess we'll inspect the godstone. You look up at the godstone. Bjorulf's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjorulf was one of the most popular gods of men and Varl, the one who taught them how to brew. It seems like more than a coincidence that the long fields around Bjorulf's stone have always been excellent for growing anything that you can need for a good drink. Guess we'll join in collecting berries. What exactly are those, you ask Hogan? When I would travel to Borsgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find. See for yourself. You try one and can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Oh, so I was hoping we'd get some supplies, but I guess we just got an item. Not sure if that's exactly what we wanted, but whatever. The village coming up ahead. We should get there before the supplies run out, but we have no more renown to get more supplies. A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded Varl. He's gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. We can help you if you want it. In a heartbeat, the Varl is on his feet swinging his massive weapon. You jump clear as the cudgel smashes through the trunk of a tree. Your party scatters to avoid the falling timber. Once you recover, the Varl is gone, leaving only another trail of blood, which you decide against following this time. Yeah, okay, fine. We try to help you, my friend.
Rainweek is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Rainweek comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleif, up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turned back, roaring, and began to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Now we'll rush to help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey, shouts a Varl wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me? He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Alright, so we got a level 5 Sigbjorn. That's awesome. I guess you can have the +3. Man, that's going to make you really strong, isn't it? We will definitely take... I think we'll take Nid again. Actually, no. We're going to take Ivor. We're going to take Crummer. We will take Rook, Ivan. I mean, either Oddleif or Alette at this point. Or, sorry, Oddleif, Alette, or Nid. Probably just Alette. She's got the most overall strength. And they all have the same shield break. So yeah, we'll take Alette. Go with that. Okay, so you're the first guy to act. I mean, we really want to engage this big beefy boy back here if we can. So I'm actually going to take you and move you up to here. And just move you out of the way for a second. I mean, that's fine where you're at, okay. We need somebody to come over and attack you. So we're going to move you there to be able to move out that way, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter where you go. I guess you can go this direction. Honestly, I kind of want to hide these guys back behind these, which I think we will. And go with something like that. Alright, I need to be able to do as much damage as I can to these guys. I mean, on the one hand, I would love to do as much damage to this 22 as we can, which is probably a really good idea. On the other hand, doing 7 damage to that feels really good as well. Still, I think it's probably just the right move to move up to here. Just work on this guy. We do have Tempest. Maybe I should have moved over a bit and done that, but that's okay. We'll do as much damage as we can here. Just 6 damage. I mean, it's not bad. It brings this guy down almost the same range as this guy. And did a little bit of damage to him as well. That's not bad. Alright, I mean, the next most dangerous is this 18 down here, so we're going to move you up to engage him. One of the 14s is, I guess, the next most. So I guess we'll move you up to here. I mean, definitely the 16, I guess, is the worst now. So we'll move you up a little bit. Probably be doing some shield damage at this point. I mean, honestly, can we just do a, could heal us with shield for you, right? Probably just some arc lightning right here makes the most sense. Yeah, I was gonna say that did a big chunk of damage to him. I mean, the 11's the most dangerous now. Can't really get in a good spot to do damage to you, though. So I might just duck you down here and attack attack this 10 over here. Let's do some shield damage here. That should be alright. Alright, we gotta really deal with this guy over here. It's about to summon more guys. Yeah, let's come over here and attack him, I guess. I mean, the 11's the strongest guy at the moment, so we'll stay where we're at, I suppose. Did some damage to both those guys. That's good. I mean, the 10 behind us is worse now, so we'll come back here. Do 9 points of damage there. That works. Alright, so you're going to start summoning now. I was going to say, can we finish this guy off? It looks like we can, and that's definitely what we want to do here. I mean, summoning more, there's pros and cons to that, obviously, right? Like, we could take advantage of the fact that that gets us some more targets to get some more renown from. I may just come up and melee this guy at this point. I mean, he is one of the next to act. Yeah, let's just come up here and just melee him. Alright, we really need to try and deal with these guys down here. Don't really have a good way to get into the spot to attack them. Guess we'll come down here. This guy getting in the way is actually going to be bad for us, I think. Because I think he's actually going to prevent us from getting down here and doing what we need to do. Alright, one did get summoned, but we at least got rid of one. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I think we're just going to move up and attack this guy that's at 6 strength at the moment. Or 7 strength. Could kill him. I think it's okay to leave him with one health at the moment, or 1 strength. I mean, the next strongest guy is this 10 that just showed up. Which looks like we could get a shot on over here. Not great, because it uses up a willpower, but... I guess we could do some shield here. I guess that's probably okay. That might let this guy do a big chunk of damage to him. Man, should I just step away and just zap this guy real quick? Probably the right move. Does 2 strength already. If we bump it all the way up, it should do 4 strength and just kill. Do we want to kill him? Actually, I think we'll do... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do 1. That's alright. I want to just get him a little bit weak. It's okay. I mean, I can move down and get at least a shot on this guy, which I guess is okay. Let's take out some shield, I suppose. Alright, perfect. Now the strongest guys is 4, I think. No, sorry, 6 down here. Which you can actually take care of at this point. Probably okay. To go ahead and eliminate this guy now. Because everybody else is really weak. I mean, this may be one of our best battles we've handled. I mean, they didn't lose anybody, right? Yeah, everybody's still really healthy. I mean, honestly, at this point, everybody's going to take a turn. So the best thing to do here is to actually do a mend on one of these guys. Maybe we can have an opportunity to do another round of fighting. Sometimes that comes up. I don't know if it'll come up in this case because we're inside a room, like a building, right? There might not be more mobs to be able to attack with, right? Let's do it. We'll take the 60% here. We'll see if we can get a kill here. If not, we got other guys that can attack. I say that, of course, they're not close enough, but we'll move you up. One of you guys should be able to get a shot off. There we go. Or just 9? Ah, we got full 10. Perfect. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a varl this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What is wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving you. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do you do with this guy? Sure, anyone here is welcome to join us. Townspeople show you a huge stock of barrels filled with quality mead and help you haul them back to the caravan. Hey, plus 20 supplies. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Wait, did we just get 20 renown? We did! With some help, you gather up the cask of mead and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous varl a large berth as you set out for Borsgard. I actually want to camp for a second because we have enough to get a promotion here. I mean, I was going to just spend the 10 on Crummer, but we got enough to get either Ivor or Rook up to max rank. It's a really tough call. I mean, several people need promotions. I mean, 5 is the max rank, right? Like that is it, right? I think it is. I kind of want to get Rook maxed out instead of Ivor. So we're going to go with that route. We're going to give you... I mean, I definitely want to max out your strength. I'm tempted... Because, I mean, the idea for Rook is that he's hopefully in some general situations where he's not going to get damaged that much, attacked much, right? So getting him a little bit more of this will allow us to spin more of this. Although if I was going to do that, I might actually want to give him enough to hit twice, right? Something of that nature. But at the same time, more strength just is just more strength to begin with. So it actually is the same as giving a point here in a way, right? So... yeah, I think we'll do this. I still would love to have a point here, but I just don't think we're going to get it. So we'll go with this. You can at least get 1 3-point shot off, and then a 2-point shot off. If we kill something, we can get some more points that way. So this might work, okay. Do I want to give him something different besides this? Plus, no, I actually like the break for him. I feel like it's very valuable for him to be able to break things from a distance. So we got 3 level 5 guys now that we got Sigbjorn. Obviously, if we get enough renown, we'll get Ivor up there as well. Cromer could be a level 3. Actually, might even be able to be a level 4 by now, just because of he's probably just been sitting on some promotions for a bit. We got poor morale. We just have no food. I think I'm going to rest once. It's not a great idea, but we're going to rest once and then we're going to move on. Ugh, what do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Ugh. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. Help him recover. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together for the moaning Varl. When one offers thin meat, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you. I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Reynevik back to Borsgard. I drank maybe half, by accident. By accident? Point is, Sigbjorn continues, you don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the mead you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to travel. Yeah, okay. Hey, we got an item. No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. In the north, we have times like this, says one of the Varl. The other giants grin, raising tankards and horns of mead. Skål, they shout, and make short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the last. Others join them for the second round, and mead is passed your way. Sure, we'll join them in drinking, why not? Taking the mead, you shout, Skål. The crowd cheers and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with increasingly more absurd stories of woe. The Varl's remedy is a success, and the caravan is in a much better mood the following day, albeit hungover and with less meat than before. Yeah, I figured that was going to help our morale quite a bit. Actually helped it more than I expected. Of course, it's going to start dipping pretty regularly now because we are out of supplies. But what you going to do? You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Varl at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. What is wrong with you? John explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields. Space to be alone. But here there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. Alright, fair enough.
Sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
The Slayer and the Slain. Unfortunately, we have no renown to get more supplies. Finally, you arrive at Borsgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions, and are littered with the bodies of Dredge, Varl, and men. Excuse the mess, shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy a striking Varl, his face wreathed with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors. Without luck, let us in, you shout. Sigbjorn pushes past. I won't be hearing the end of this for a while, he says before yelling. Open up, Bulwark. They dug me out of Rainovic. You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the door creaks. A dozen armed men led by the massive Varl make quick work of the Dredge and usher you into the city. You may be interested to know they brought a mender. You didn't go get a mender. Where's the mead? Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. I guess the mender will do. Either we've got a chance now or we're completely screwed. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways. Come as far as Skogar. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. If you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. He is very large compared to some of these other Varl. Mender, come along. We're going to see the governor. Ulvark and Sigbjorn leave with Ivan, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Fane, that is just like Frostfeller all over again. This is just like Frostfeller all over again. This is nothing like Frostfeller. The one in Bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. Ravens, is that good or bad? It depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Ivan to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Ivan. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought, who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Borsgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the Ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. Alright, well, I guess we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we will check out some things. Actually, before I forget, I want to go check out our heroes. Because we did just get this new item. Knockback on strength greater than 3, +1 strength. Knockback is kind of an interesting idea. If we could get Ivor leveled up, I might give this to him. That might not be a bad one for him. I think we're just okay as is, though. All right, cool. Like I said, we'll put a cut in there. When we come back, we will... I think we're getting close to the end. I honestly don't remember, but I think we're getting relatively close to the end of the story. So we'll see where that goes. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.